Hey guys, today I'm with a good friend of mine, Michael Andreas.
Hello.
Hi Michael.
Hi.
And Michael's a successful letting agent in Camden, in London. Every time I'm in London I'll pop in to see Michael, we'll have a bit of a chat, talk about the London market. I want to understand what's going on here, who the movers and shakers are, where the money's being made. So I thought it'd be good if I came to popped in to see Michael today and learn a bit more about what's happening in the market and where things are going. So let's just introduce you for a little bit.
Sure.
So how did we meet and how long have we known each other? For about 4 years now?
That's about four, maybe five. Four coming on to 5,
yeah.
yeah. I was one of the original TMA members, the year 1 TMA members. So Apple Green is born out of the lettings visit that we did from that. And
I remember that, yeah. That was good.
That was very interesting, yes, very inspiring. So, yeah, and we've been kept in contact ever since.
We have,
yeah.
and that's a great field trip, isn't it? One of the field trips that we do is we go and see a letting agent, and you know, it's good to see the TMA members implementing. And that's what we're all about. Take away what you've learned and actually implement, and here we are.
Absolutely.
With a huge letting agent operation, lots of properties being managed in central London,
yeah.
Very successful.
Yeah, it's going very well.
The whole team behind us and buzzing. So tell us about the market. What's happening in London at the moment? What kind of properties are you seeing that are really sort of just flying out the door? So to give us an idea of the kind of properties investors should be buying, what kind of properties are you finding are more difficult?
Absolutely. Well, just to qualify my answer, so excuse me, just to qualify my answer, I am based in Camden and my core patch is 2 to 3 mile radius around Camden. So my answers are essentially based in that kind of area. What we're finding at the moment is there's a huge oversupply of 2-bedroom properties, and studios and 1-beds that are reasonably priced are just flying. So at the moment it's the 2-beds that are sticking. The studios and 1-beds there's a huge shortage of.
I've got a number of friends who are buying larger properties at auction,
yeah,
and splitting them up into sort of what would you call them?
Sort of bed sits, or
bed sit type things, where you've got the class. The one I liked was the bed that folds up, and then when it folds up, there's a computer desk underneath.
Yeah, absolutely, or a dining table.
It's great.
That's very popular. The trouble now is people are being squeezed financially, and these kind of properties that represent value are very, very popular, because gone are the days when people could afford to buy square footage that they didn't need. So people are downsizing. It's cheaper to run because of your heating and your council tax. You know, it's green as well because you're not wasting energy on space that you don't need.
Heating stuff, yeah.
Absolutely. So people are downsizing, and they're happy to do so, because in this climate, what people are finding is where people have been renting for 2 or 3 years and they've never had a rent increase, they're now moving because they want to move sideways, and they're realising that even moving sideways for the similar sized property, you know, their rent has gone up 10-20%. So they're really struggling. So, you know, the good value properties are the ones that are in the most demand. So anyone who's chopping anything up, the smaller it is, like the studios, the 1-beds, if the bed sits, you get more per square foot rental wise.
Better yield, so
absolutely.
Better yield there. And in terms of demographics, I mean, it's a very good place to be, because in terms of home starts, we're seeing that's the highest growing segment, which is people living by themselves, because people are divorcing, and you know, people are living by themselves for longer, and all these sorts of demographic issues. So that's a great place to be investing. So I know you work with lots of developers, and I've got lots of developer friends. Yeah. Some of them based around here, using that strategy, bigger properties, splitting them up.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can even do it with, I suppose, a large flat. I mean, you can take that, split it into 2 smaller ones, and do that sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, the strategy for the build to let and the strategy for build to sell seems to be very different. The build to let strategy is, you know, the smaller studios and 1-beds. I had a developer come in a couple of weeks ago who's looking for a site very close to here, and he gave me his thoughts of what he was doing, and he was spot on. You know, he wanted to build. It was a 3 or 4 story if he could get the planning, and everything was going to be studios.
Right.
And he was, you know, saying, you know, how many studios can I squeeze in so that it's livable and it's attractive, but I want to squeeze as many in as possible. And that was exactly the right strategy. Whereas another developer that develops to sell, it was very high spec 2-beds and 3 and 4 bed houses, because that's what people want to buy at the moment. That seems to be where the money is. Where what we're finding is the types of 2-bed, 1-bed new build types at the lower end of the market, people are struggling to get the mortgages, whereas at the upper end, there seems to be less problems. So they're building specifically for a customer that's finding it easier to get a mortgage, or they're a cash buyer. So it's two very different strategies, it seems to be at the moment, from the people that I know. Yeah.
That's good. Well, thanks for that. So I know that if anybody's got, if you're in the area and you've got interest in property, drop Michael's team a line.
Yeah, absolutely. Drop us a line or pop in. Any one of us will be free to speak with you, give you any advice that, I'm more than happy to share my knowledge and my experience, as will be my team. If you want to speak with me personally, drop me an email and we can arrange to meet up. There's a coffee shop upstairs, so we can have a drink, and we can. I'm more than happy to have a chat and help you out however I can.
Yeah, good. Don't be shy. I think that's one thing I've learned from if you want to be successful in this business, don't be afraid. Just drop me a line, drop one of my team a line. We'll happily put you in touch with Michael or drop Michael's team a line.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because in this business, it's all about sharing. And doing all of that. You're going to be at the Underground Investors Summit in June?
I am, absolutely.
I've given you a ticket, yeah?
No, you
I'll
haven't.
have to give you one.
Absolutely. Well, now, yes, I am going. Now that I've had a formal invite, yes,
Good.
now I'm going, yeah, absolutely.
So if you don't get a chance to see Michael beforehand, make sure when you come down you get a chance to see Michael there. He'll teach you what he's done in terms of his lettings business, very successful property investor, working with lots of very well-established investors and developers in London. A great person to learn from. So thanks again for sharing, Michael. And
Thank you.
See you soon.
No, absolutely. Look forward to seeing you.